In the still of the night, I think of you.
Stanley walked into a moderately furnished hospital reception. He looked around, trying to figure out which way to go. His phone vibrated and it was a direction to take the next left. Just as he guessed, the whole place was under surveillance. He was glad he didn't follow Yumi's plan. He did as the doctor directed, found the stairs leading to the basement. He got to the basement and couldn't shake off the horror that gripped him. The place was dark and looked abandoned. There were spoiled and old hospital beds scattered here and there. He could hear the insistent drop of water, probably dropping from a damaged pipe. His phone vibrated again, and he saw the door straight ahead. He looked at the door and moved towards it, determined to save his family no matter the cost. Star heaved a silent sigh of relief as the rope came undone. She looked around for a weapon, but the table with his surgical instrument was too far for her to swipe one. She couldn't make any sudden movement because she couldn't risk him finding out she had freed her hands. She glanced at him as he turned from the door and walked up to her. She could see some kind of excitement on his face. Your husband is right outside that door. So much for, what did you call it again? Failed plan? Just then, the door opened and the love of her life walked in. Stanley, she whispered. The agony of the last hour was evident all over him, but added to that was rage. A rage she could feel emanating from somewhere deep within him. A rage directed solely at the doctor. Summer, are you alright, love? Yes. He turned to the doctor. I am here now. You let her go. You have me. The doctor laughed gleefully, obviously enjoying himself. What makes you think it's you I want? He moved closer to her. He pushed the table of tools nearer her, just close enough for her to steal one of the instruments. But he needed to be distracted. Then what is this about? What am I doing here? He left her side then and walked up to Stanley. And that was the chance she was waiting for. She swiped what looked like a long scissors and hid it, pretending she was still tied up, but waited for the right opportunity. You are here to take the front row seat off, he laughed. I didn't wait 5 years to raise your child. I didn't wait and plan for 5 years to watch the woman I love pine after another man or think that he's coming to save her. You are here to watch the death of your unborn child and then your own death. You think killing her child and the man she loves will make her suddenly start loving you? Stanley chuckled. No wonder you have to resort to this to get a woman. You don't know the first thing about women. If you kill her child and her love, she would kill you, wake you up severally just to kill you again. The doctor laughed persistently. We'll see about that. Unless you want to keep her tied up forever, I suggest you let her go. Even if you succeed in killing me, she will never love you. He began moving towards her, and Stanley tried to follow, but the man brandished a gun. Stay put. I will put your theory to practice sooner than planned, but only in a reversed order. I will kill her. He trained the gun at her. Stanley raised both hands up in surrender. Now, where were we? Yes, the abortion. He picked up some kind of long injection. Was that? Stanley asked dreadfully. Something to put her under. You don't want me aborting while she's awake, do you? Wait! Stanley called helplessly. He turned towards him. I have been waiting for 5 years, since I met her at a gift shop in New York. I moved back to this stupid country for her. I'm tired of waiting. He stepped closer to her, and that was exactly what she was waiting for. She suddenly stabbed him with all her power, and very deep in his stomach. The man screamed and fell. Stanley quickly rushed to her and they embraced. I thought I lost you. He quickly untied her legs. She jumped down on shaky legs. Can you walk? He asked, hugging her again. Yes, and they began to walk away. Suddenly, Stanley screamed with pain. The doctor had somehow gotten up and had used one of his instruments to stab him from the back. Stanley managed to turn and hit him with his fist. The dog fell down and his weapon fell away from him, but Stanley was bleeding profusely and fell too. Run! He screamed at her as he was losing consciousness. Star screamed with dread. Stanley! Stanley! She looked up as the doctor came around, advancing towards her. She saw the weapon and picked it up to defend herself. What are you going to do with that? Think it's a small feat to take a man's life? You can't. She tried to use the weapon on him, but he caught her hands. Pity, he won't witness it all. Then she saw Stanley stagger to his feet, injection in hand, and before the doctor could turn around, he caught him by the neck and injected him with it. The doctor fell to the floor unconscious, and so did Stanley, still bleeding. Stanley! She called. Somebody help me! Stanley, wake up! Wake up, please! Please! Help! Somebody, please! She heard running footsteps. He's dying! Help him! Help him! Help him! Help him! Please! Please help me! She was hysterical. She felt some familiar hands around her. She didn't know if it was Uche or Chuck, but she felt reassured almost immediately. She vaguely saw as medics attended to Stanley, and he was hurriedly carried from the room to the waiting chopper. She could hardly remember the helicopter ride to the hospital. All she could remember was holding his hands and praying. The hospital waiting room was crowded with friends and family. For Uche and his friends, they couldn't help the deja vu feelings that overcame them when once what seemed like a lifetime ago, Ma had gone through the same thing at the hands of a psychopath. Each was lost in his own thoughts, but none of the friends turned brothers could imagine a life without Stanley, so they waited, each appearing strong, because that was all they could do. Star knew this as she glanced around the room. Uche and his friends were sitting together, sandwiching their wives in between. She noticed Mma was closing her eyes every few minutes. She knew she was praying almost every minute. Stanley's parents were standing by the corner. Bosse had refused to sit down. Gone was the Barracuda, the impeccably dressed business tycoon. She was dressed in a plain kaftan she must have thrown on in her rush to get to her son. No makeup, just a mother praying, hoping and crying. I don't have another child. I cannot have another. Please, God. I can't endure it. I won't endure this. I won't bear it. Bosse suddenly burst out, all control gone. Rose went to her and held her.
In the still of the night, I think of you. My heart beats with every thought of you. You're the one I can't let go. In your arms I find my home.